Hey guys, what's up? Ruby here, and if you've ever wondered how to get that super beachy trendy look that you see all over Instagram and Pinterest, but you're just not sure how the heck to get it, first you want to make sure that you have a wand. Using a curling wand is going to be the best way to get this beachy look. So if you guys are interested in how to achieve this really fast, simple, beachy look using a wand, go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so before you get started on your hair, you want to make sure that you have a hairbrush, a hair tie, and some clips nearby. So I already have my iron plugged in. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. And I'm going to set it to about 410 degrees. So I'm going to start off by brushing out my hair and getting the sections ready. Honestly, anytime you style your hair, you want to make sure that it's nice and smooth and free of knots. Now remember, this is going to be the easy way to achieve curls with the wand. So we're not even going to worry about parting our hair now. In the final way that we want it styled, we're just going to get the sections going. So I'm going to go ahead and split it from the middle of your head. I usually start around my temples and just work straight back. And then we're gonna separate this and get this out of our way and clip it away. Okay, so we're gonna take that section and bring it up forward. Give a nice brush through. And we're trying to achieve that trendy, beachy, messy look. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to do that with the wand. And you wanna start off with about an inch section, and we're gonna keep that size section consistent throughout the rest of the hair. So that's gonna make it even simpler. Now, what I love about using a wand versus a clamp iron is that it's just so much quicker to get the curl, and you can really make sure that your curl is smooth too. That's what I love, because sometimes with the clamp irons, you can get a little crimp in your hair and it just doesn't look as smooth as it would with a wand. The major difference is that you're always gonna be holding onto your hair with your hand. Obviously, I'm working on my left side, so my left hand is gonna be helping me control the strand of my hair. Okay, so this is a big tip. You wanna make sure that the tip of your iron is pointing down, because you don't wanna curl it like that. Like that just, it is as awkward as it looks. So you wanna make sure that it's pointed down and you're starting it higher up, because if you start here and try rolling it up, you won't really have room. You wanna make sure that you're starting closer to your head and also at this area of the iron, because you're gonna want room to wrap your hair around the wand. So with the beachy look, we're gonna leave out the last inch to inch and a half. That's kind of the trendy beachy look these days. So I'm just gonna let that sit for about 10 seconds. And then I'm gonna bring my wand, I'm just gonna slide it up. So we're gonna leave it like that. We're not gonna touch it or anything like that until the end. I'm gonna grab about another 1 inch section here, perfect piece. Now we're putting the iron pretty close to our scalp and wrapping our hair down the barrel. You wanna make sure that you have a nice tight grip on the bottom of your hair too. Okay, 10 seconds, pull the wand up. So a quick tip on using the wand on those back sections of your hair is by going behind your head here and still keeping it pretty close to your scalp and wrapping it down the barrel. You just want to make sure that you have enough room on the wand to obviously cover it with your hair. And pull it. Okay, so we're not going to touch that. We're just going to let those curls cool down, and we're going to cool all the curls down until the end. So for the right side, I'm gonna be controlling and moving my hair with my right hand and holding the curler with my left. All right, and same technique. We're gonna go ahead and start towards the bottom on the curling wand, but on the top of the hair. Now notice for this bottom section, I'm curling all of the curls away from my face. When we get to the top section, we're gonna switch that technique up just to give us more of that beachy, messy look. But for the bottom section, I always recommend to keep that away from your face because it just makes that bottom section look a little bit more smooth and polished. And again, I'm going to be going behind my head for these back pieces. I'm going to kind of get some of these out the way. Okay. All right, so your bottom layer is already done. It's super fast. And that's what I love about the wand. You don't have to worry about twisting and clamping and curling. Nope, you just go ahead and wrap your hair around the wand. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do this section here. So for me, I'm gonna take this section by going at the top of my temples and going right over my crown area. Clip that out of the way, separate and bring forward the undone section and push back the done section. All right, so we're just gonna roll into this really quickly. It's such an easy style. Okay, so we put that curl away from our face. And now we're going to alternate it. We're going to do every other piece the opposite way. So we did that one going away from our face. Now we're gonna be doing this one towards our face. And as you can tell, I still have my iron pointed down and I'm still starting closer to the base of the curling iron and to the base of my scalp and making sure there's enough room to curl the rest of my hair on the barrel. See? And that's kind of what you're gonna be left with. So you have one curl going this way and one curl going this way. And then the next one is gonna be the opposite way. So we're gonna go back. Okay, so we're gonna do this first piece away from our face. Now, I have a question for you guys watching. Are you guys a wand user already, or are you guys a traditional curling wand with a clamp kind of girl? Comment below and let me know what you're into. I'm really curious to see what most people are using. Okay, now this is gonna be the curl that we alternate the opposite way. Elbow up, iron down, close to the base. All right, that's the second layer already done. Now we're gonna finish off this look with the top layer. I'm gonna give this just one more brush out. I'm personally gonna part it right down the middle for today's look. So I'm just gonna grab anything with a nice clean edge and just separate that. Okay, I look so crazy right now. We are separating that section in half. We're also going to separate this section here. I'm just gonna clip it this like right here. Okay, just because for these back pieces, I always recommend to tease a little bit here, just like that. Do the same technique of alternating each curl. So when I'm doing these first pieces, I always do these pieces going away from my face. And then I always do the second piece going towards my face. Now, as you can tell, every piece I've done this far has been very smooth on the iron. So you just do that by, directing your hair with your hand, and I'm just making sure that it's nice and smooth on the barrel. Now, for example, a way to not make it smooth on the barrel would be to just kind of like grab a piece and make it twirled like that. With that technique, you actually will achieve another curl, but for this beachy technique, you just want to make sure that it is nice and smooth. Okay, so we got that section done. I'm actually just gonna clip it like this and let those curls cool down a little bit. And then we're just gonna do this side. I honestly prefer a wand over a clamp iron just because I feel like it just is so much faster to work with. Almost done. Just need this final section, you guys. Face framing pieces first. I'm gonna demonstrate the technique one final time for you guys. We're putting the iron with our elbow up, but we're pointing the tip down and starting closest to the base on our scalp and on the iron, and smoothly twirling our hair down the barrel, leaving that last little inch out. There you go. Now we're just gonna let that cool down for about 30 seconds here, okay? Now at this point, you're almost done. I would recommend just getting a little bit of serum or some texturizing product just to kind of give more of that beachy look. And we're gonna make sure we rub that into our palms really, really good. And then we're going to grab the sections here and start to pull on the bottoms, which is why we made the bottom straight. We're gonna get more of that relaxed look. All right, so now we can start finger combing from the top and just kind of work that down. I feel like using a wand to get this beachy style really gives you that effortless type of lived in look that I feel like all of the hairstylists are using on their clients now. So I'm super excited to show you guys how to properly do it. So once you're done just finger combing it and shaking it out, you are all set to go, girl. You have that beachy, wavy, effortless look going on. And if you want, you can brush out the bottoms a little bit more. But other than that, you are all set, and I hope you enjoyed doing your beachy, wavy, and trendy hairstyle using a wand. And if you guys like this tutorial, go ahead and give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more, and check us out at profashionhair.com.